We start crocheting from the second round. Put the hook into the loop. We insert the hook into the first stitch, which is the stitch where the pink color marker is. We can see that the marker is under 2 threads, and these 2 threads form a V shape, which is 1 stitch. Insert the hook into the first stitch. The hook in front of the working yarn. When I say the working yarn, I mean the yarn that connects the yarn ball. We can see that there are 3 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, the hook under, behind, and over the yarn. Then grab the yarn and the hook brings the yarn through the first 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops on the hook. Be careful, it is easy to get stuck here. There are 3 tips for you to make it easier to pass through these small loops. First, we can make the loops larger by pulling the hook up and away from the piece. Then, rotate the tip of the hook so that the tip is facing down and facing the piece. Finally, yarn over, the hook below, behind, over the yarn. Pull the hook in parallel to form a straight line as much as possible. Then, bring yarn through these 2 loops. Do not pull the hook obliquely so that it is easy to hook other loops. After the hook through the loops, the crochet tip faces us, and push our hook off to the left to prevent the loop from accidentally loosening. Now there's 1 loop left on the hook, and 1 single crochet is completed. You can see a V shape. We remove the marker from the first stitch of round 1, and then button the marker in the first stitch of round 2, which is the stitch we just made. Button the marker under these 2 threads. The marker can help us to remember which stitch is the first stitch of each round. Continue crocheting on the basis of the single crochet we just made. First, adjust the loop size on the hook to be suitable for the crochet tip to pass through. Then, the hook inserts into the same stitch, which stitch is already having crochet a single crochet. We can see there are 2 loops, and the first loop is back to the hole. We insert the hook into the same hole. Now, there are 3 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over and bring the yarn through the first 2 loops. We can make the loops bigger by pulling the hook up and away from the piece. At this time, there are 2 loops left on the hook. Adjust the size of the loops to ensure that the tip can pass through it. Yarn over, bring the yarn through 2 loops, and push the hook to the left. There is 1 loop left on the hook. Congratulations, you have completed an increased stitch. Crocheting 2 single crochet stitches in the same stitch is an increase, and 1 single crochet is 1 V shape, so we have 2 V's now. we will crochet increase stitch in each stitch in round 2. We insert the hook into the next stitch. The next stitch is a complete V. It is also the stitch where the green marker is. Pull the green marker aside. Then insert the hook into this V. Under 2 threads made up of a V. Continue to crochet increase. That means crochet 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Yarn over and bring yarn through the first 2 loops. Adjust the loop size. Yarn over again and bring yarn through these 2 loops together. Now we have finished 1 single crochet. Then we'll find these 2 loops. And the first loop is back to the hole. We insert the hook into the same hole. Yarn over and bring yarn through the hole. Adjust the loop size. Yarn over again and bring yarn through these 2 loops. We have finished another single crochet stitch. Now we have finished the second increase. Remove the marker. We continue to crochet increase in each stitch in round 1. Find the next stitch, a complete V. Insert the hook into the next stitch. Do an increase. Insert the hook into the same hole and do another single crochet in the same stitch. Now we have finished the first stitch. Remove the marker. Find the next stitch, a complete V. Insert the hook into the next stitch. Under these 2 threads, do an increase. When we go back to the pink marker, it means we have finished round 2. We have 6 stitches in the first round, and we have crocheted an increase in each stitch in round 2. So we should have 12 stitches in round 2. Let's count to see if the stitches are correct. Pull the loop away from the piece to prevent the loop loose accidentally. The pink marker is the first stitch, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have the right number of stitches.